Hello guys, Sujari speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 350. Now before we begin this Bedtime Stories episodes, I'd like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to celebrate 350 shows of Bedtime Stories. Now, let's eat the cupcake now. This is going to be a 350 show cupcake, and this will be chocolate with sprinkles. So let's have it now, shall we? So we got for us. And then we'll do read time right after this. So since I have this cupcake, we're going to have some water with us from the NewsHour mug. Here we go. Giving us a 10 out of 10 overall. Now I'm going to read you not one, not two, but 3 books today. We're going to read you tonight. We're going to read you I Am Batman. And then we'll read 2 more. We got my little scrolling book about solar system and Clifford's ABCs. So let's read the I Am Batman now, shall we? So we got for us. I Am Batman is written by okay. So as I celebrate this 350th show in this cupcake, let's be clear enough. But anyway, it's written by Brad Meltzer, illustrated by Christopher. I can't pronounce his last name. Sorry. Stars in the E. Okay, it's published by Stories Change the World, so here we go on that. And it was published by Dial Books from Young Readers. Seen here. Batman the Dark Knight was created by Bob Kane with Bill Finger. Finger wrote the first Batman story and Kane rendered the artwork. Okay? So it makes sense in any way. Say go on that. So that's all Batman, because I love Batman ever since I was a kid. So there you go. Anyway. I Am Batman. I'm Batman. Anyway. It all makes sense with Batman's sense. But, you know, that's just me. Next page. Anyway. Marvel's Bruce Wayne. This is where I live. Gotham City. This is my home. Wayne Manor. Bruce, be careful out there. Oh, wow. The world well is rotted. I'm fine, Mom. I'm much nicer out there. Better in the city. Safer as well. Well, nothing's perfect. K-R-K. Kirk. Anyway. Wow. Trip over the well. It don't make sense. Yeah. Too dangerous, isn't it? Yeah. It all makes sense. So, there you go. Next page. Anyway. I heard stories that these are caves under the mansion. Bruce, you okay? Son, you need to get up. I can't, my ankle. Jesus. I was afraid of a lot of things. Back then, I was afraid of the dark. Thomas Garrow. Bruce, I'm throwing a rope so you can climb out. Dad, I can't. Bruce, I believe in you. You can do this. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry, I fell, Dad. It's okay, we all fell. But why we fell, Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Makes sense? Anyway, that's my boy. So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Exactly. That's what he just said. Bruce Wayne, you know, it had to make more sense anyway, even though he was hurt really bad. So it was a kidly, friendly thing. So there you go. Next page. Anyway. When I was 6 years old, my parents took me to the movies. That part where Zorro is so fast with his sword. Bruce, don't go far. Mom, Dad, in the alley, a criminal tried to rob my family. You know, this all makes sense, so there you go. I had to make more difference in Marcus Zorro. Parody difference in Master Zorro, so there you go. Next page. Anyway, there was a moment that changed my life. The night my parents died. Wow. Kid, you okay? Alfred, my butler, became my guardian. Master Bruce, are you well? I wasn't. I was heartbroken. I was angry. And most of all, I wasn't being to make sure that this will never happen to anyone ever again. This is all makes sense, so there you go on that. It can be more depth than this. So there you go. Next page. Anyway. By the time I was a teenager, I was already trained karate, Taekwondo, judo, and of course boxing. Okay? And this is not about punching. You gotta learn how to take a hit. Trainer Ted Grant, special right hook. I know how to take a hit. We'll see. Stay down, kid. You got beat. Not a chance. Stay down. Never. Wow. Wherever the best teachers that were, I found them. No, snap your foot. Richard Dragon. Parbat, the humanities, especially Kung Fu. Whatever the best tricks were, I learned them. Move the cave, right, and they won't know where to hit you. Mistress Len, tell especially specialists in illusions like that. There you go, breathe. Leave your fear elsewhere. Master Curry, political mountain, North Korea, especially medication. It took years and cost a fortune. Luckily, I had both. So all makes sense if Batman fears in any way. So there you go. So I make difference in Batman difference. Next page. Anyway, to be the best, I mastered all the kinds of gadgets. System spoke anyway. Use this little boomerang, like a boomerang. Use the rope to climb a wall. Maybe I have a belt to hold both. The world's greatest detective skills. What do the front footprints tell you? This is Slam Bradley. By the way. He'll bring his far deeper in the soul. Wow, okay. So that makes sense. Anyway, the thief tried to pull the police by walking backward. The artist's disguise, fake mustache. People see why they want to see. Hurry, the card said that. But anyway, I even found a faster way to get around. Can you make it go faster? I can't make it do anything. Does it come in black? Back in black difference, but it's DC. But anyway, we're 25 years old. Finally returned to Gotham City. It wasn't hard to find trouble. Come on, go, go, go. Trip. I was so busy watching these two. Wow. I missed those lookout guys behind me. I never thought I thought my trade was complete. But once again, the criminals won. Otherwise, it's not about criminals. It's about Batman. It just makes more sense. Batman versus Joker versus Catwoman, everything else. Versus the Penguin and you name it, villains. You know, that's just me. Next page. Anyway, there was still something missing. I don't understand all of my work. You know, it's been 18 years since my hardest night. I didn't want to be afraid anymore. I refuse to be afraid. Criminals are Spagus have announced this word, sorry. Crowley Law. They're the weak and scared ones. I need to frighten them. Mother, father, don't want to be fail anymore. Please send me a sign. Suddenly, a creature crashed through the window. I knew what it meant. I shall become a bat. Okay, this all makes sense. So, there you go. Even though it's Batman difference. It's just having more difference between Batman Robin, you know, from 1960s shows, Batman from 1966 TV series. But anyway, and I'm not talking about the 1940s live movie series. If you watch this, Dad, it's for you. Serial series, if you watch this, Dad. But anyway, next page. Anyway, I was Ray. How much do we get? 200 plus the rings you grab. Okay? That's 5 stores in 2 weeks. What, easy money to rob. You guys hear something? What is that? Run! It's a monster! Who are you? You know, it's not a monster, it's more a Batman. You know, that's just me. It makes more sense. So, there you go. It's not, it had to make more difference than say monster. So, there you go. Next page. Anyway. A Batman. Now, it can make more difference between Batman and Batman from 1940s comics. You know, it can make more difference than that. The Dark Knight. The Bright Knight was the late Adam West, who passed away in 2017. So there you go. Next page. Anyway, wherever Gotham City needs me, I'm there. Sir, the signal. Already on it, Alfred. Is a car ready? It's always ready, sir. Click. We get the best tools. Batarang, fingerprint kit, laser torch, lockpick tools, grabbing gun, web reacher, and smoke capsules. Wow, okay, makes sense. Anyway, the best gadgets are as follows: hand the heel, oversight beacon the call, real bat, heat in the chest, Allen armor coated in NTH. Okay, that makes more sense. Anyway, Mel and Brian and hidden and helmet, taser, charge for entire uniform. Okay, this all makes sense. So Batman has always be good enough for us Batman fans out there like me. So there you go. Next page. Anyway. And most wonderful toys. Batpod, okay? Batwing, Batcomputer, Batmobiles. I can call this a Batcave. It can make more sense. Good enough. Being one of the most wealthiest man in the Gotham City has its benefits. Robin at the time, yes, he was part of the Teen Titans series in 2003 to 2006. This is one of the best examples of the whole Batman and Robin history. So, there you go. Next page. Anyway. And best of all, I can help get help when I need it. And that's what I mentioned earlier in the Bedtime Stories celebration episode. Robin, the boy wandered like a son to me. Okay? Alfred, Lord Butler, and Lord Family. Would you like some tea with your war and crime? No time, Alfred. Is that, tea on your costume? This is Batgirl. Incredible fire and amazing strangers. No, it's not a costume, pal. It's a uniform. Wow. It cracks, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I found a particular fire eraser under their fingernails. Amusement park, only one place that has it. Amusement park, something like that, excuse me. Because they're, Gorn, something like that. You know it's a trap, right? I hate when it does this, yeah. This all makes sense, just how to make more difference between comic books and things like that, It can make more sense, so there you go. It can make more difference in any way, so just make more comic books in difference like that. We're almost done with this book, so we have 2 more books left after this. Next page. Along the way, I made my share of enemies, including Mr. Freeze, Weapon of Choice, Freezeway. Wow, I never mentioned him yet. Not the plant, Poison Ivy, Control Plant. Here's a hard one. I can fill room or just one heart. Others may have me. I can be sure. What am I? Loneliness. Solve. Wow. What is that? But it makes sense. Anyway. This name is Riddler. Weapon of choice, riddles. Riddle mean this. I can speak up or hear. But I can always tell the truth. What am I? A mirror. Now, Wizard of Oz Scarecrow. Why is that going to be in the Batman franchise? But anyway, Scarecrow, Master of Fear. Poof. Okay? Penguin, Weapon of Choice, Trick, Umbrellas. Okay? Wham. Okay? Catwoman, Master Thief. Meow. Look, pick a 1, 2, 3, click. Okay? These are all villains, except for the fact there's one villain inside, and that is the Joker. But, it's one of the puzzles I have seen on Wheel of Fortune, and guess what he got to see on Wheel of Fortune ever made on History back in 2015 World Weekly for Billy's birthday. A necklace. It was hilarious to watch. Next page. Anyway. Now, Joker, you really think I know you're behind all of this. If you said knock knock, it would be so much funnier. In the 2019 movie, The Joker, it could be more different than his dance moves and other things like that. In the YTP difference, it can make more sense. So there you go. You really should loosen up, have a laugh, or a fist. Spray. Help? Wow. You would have hit a man with glasses, would you? Smoke bomb, wow. Crank, yeah. People think fighting crime is an obsession, something I have to do. But I have to choose this life. I know what I'm doing. On any great given day, I could stop doing it. Today, however, isn't the day, and tomorrow will be either. Thank you. Ice sprays, beer gas, even bad riot rails, I throw everything at you. Don't you ever stop. You know, makes sense. No, never. You know, it's just Joker is just too immature. You know, I prefer the Penguin for myself in my personal life to make more difference to be the Joker difference, be born jokester difference. So there you go. Next page. In my life, I lost the people I love most. I didn't think I could recover. Yet here I am. I'll be here tomorrow and the night after that. Someone try to knock me to the ground every day. Stay down. They tell me. I tell them, no, I will not. Everyone is scared sometimes. We all feel pain. And we all have moments when we get knocked down. But while we fall, and when we learn to pick ourselves up, we're the times that we feel impossible. No matter how bad it gets, just remember. It all makes sense, so you have to make more difference between Batman and all that, so there you go. And it had to make more difference say this. You had to fight alone. Exactly. Did you know that Batman was created by Bob Kane, Bill Finger? I have not known that. It was years ago that I saw Wikipedia. Bob drew the first picture of the hero in the red costume. Then he's given to Bill. Makes sense. It was Bill that added a famous mask, cape, and the best details what he wrote in the first issues of Batman. Today, people love Batman so much, like me, yeah. They made books, cartoons, TV shows, video games, and even multiple movies about him. Exactly. And that's why I explain more about it, especially the late Kevin Conroy, who played Batman Beyond, the TV series. If you love Batman, try one of his comic books, you know. This one makes sense. Even though I love Michael Keaton's Batman movies, so you know, and Val Kilmer is a great Batman in the year I was born, called Batman Forever. So you know what? Jim Carrey's a good Joker. My repress. But Batman and Robin, it was the worst movie ever. But anyway, you know, it makes sense. So anyway, they call me a superhero, the Dark Knight, the world's greatest detective, the great Tracer, but I don't have superpowers. I can fly, or lift a car on my head. I can an ordinary man who never ever give up. Never ever give up. Excuse me, forget it. Every point is a weakness. Every problem has a solution. Whatever challenge you face, your greatest weapon is your brain. Exactly. Greatest power is your strength or character. Study, prepare, outwork, and endure. It's not the gadget. It's not the gadgets, the cars, or the money. It's not the cave, the butler, or even the uniform. Exactly. Being Batman comes from what you're underneath, the steer, what your face and fear, and the reversal to let them stop you. That's the creation. Bob Kane, Bill Finger, and Jerry Robinson, who brought you Batman series. I am Batman. I will never stop protecting you. Now, these are people who made Batman, the kids who brought you the Batman fans who made me make more sense. So, there you go. I'm a huge Batman kid in the Disney World parade. It has to make more sense. I showed it to the Alice and Mad Hatter. They love it. So there you go. It was all Batman snacks. So they're delicious. And I'm not gonna read the whole entire. It's gonna be 3 more pages left in the book, and we'll do 2 more books. And this is over 30 minutes long, so I can read books, whatever you can do, whatever the where I want. But anyway, okay. These are the careers of Batman artist Bob Kane, writer Bill Finger. In the late 30s, okay. Okay, I was close. It was 1930s that I started Batman, okay. Kane showed an initial drawing that the Finger. Originally, was the character has reddish flights and big bat wings, okay. Finger added some famous pointy-eared mask with white eyes, and as well as some gloves. Replaced the wings with a scarf cape, made the costume gray. Finger also added the name Bruce Wayne, Gotham City, and wrote the first issue as well as the original Batman. Okay? Near the start of World War II, the 2 young Jewish men built a hero that was grounded in reality. When the level of death, something like that, an emotion that hadn't been seen before. The idea changed comic books and showed the world the power of an ordinary person. Now, see here are the comic books from 1939. Detective Comics was the very first comic book you have ever seen in Batman history. Now they're doing a comic book about Dark Knight from 1986, and the last page of the book says this. Okay, for James, who understands that the true power of discrimination, and in memory of my grandfather Ben Roman, who were telling me that my favorite Batman stories, BM. For Jason Coleman, a comic book fan, a Batman fan, a good guy. GCE, something like that. Now, I'm not going to read every single thing that had to do with DC Comics and everything, but this is published in, it's copyrighted 2022 by DC Comics, and it's published by Dale Books for Young Readers. A imprint Penguin Random House, LLC, New York. Now they're doing all of this, so they hadn't made more sense in any way, so there you go on that. So it's, I Am Batman, and I Am Batman will never stop protecting you. So it's I Am Batman. What I think about this book, it was amazing. So far, this book was a success. Now, I have 2 more books left to read, and we'll wrap up this Bedtime Stories 350th show. And then we'll move on to the next episode. But anyway, we're going to read the next one, which is my little golden book about my solar system. So let's read it now, shall we? So we got for us. Anyway, it's written by Dennis R. Shelley, illustrated by Richard Johnson. Anyway, the editors would like to thank the Amy Gardner, Planning Director, Valley Community College for assistance and predation of this book. Published by Golden Book New York Release, copyright 2018, all right deserved. So there you go, this made more sense, so it'd be more planet-wise, so there you go. I'm going to do an extra hour, extra 30 minutes to make these bedtime stories more sense. So there you go. Shooting star, bit deeper. Have you ever gazed in a night sky and wonder about those twinkling lights? Okay, makes sense anyway. Maybe you've been lucky enough to see a shooting star. Wow, okay. Or perhaps someone has been showing you a constellation, a group of stars that forms a picture. Most of these lights are very distant stars, but some of them are much closer. These are planets that make up a solar system. I'll give you more sense, so come on, be a slime in the moon, so there you go on that. So it can be more different than that, so there you go on that. Next page. Anyway, it can be like planets like Sun, Mercury. Well, that's not a planet. Sun is a thing when we go in the thing. It's a sunrise. But Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and where's Pluto? That was missing from that. Sorry. They don't have Pluto, but oh well. Let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I was missing that. Pluto was missing. It was the smallest planet, but oh well. At the center of our solar system in the sun, like all stars, like in a ball of hot, glowing gases, it provides light and heat to Earth. Okay. Travel around the sun and Earth and 7 other planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. It's 8. Yet Pluto's one of them. Another one of them. They receive light and heat from the sun as well. Okay. An orbit is a path one object takes around another object. Earth takes 1 year to travel around or orbit the sun. Neptune is a planet that is farthest from the sun. Okay? It takes about 165 years to orbit the sun. Okay, so it's trying to make difference in that between the sun limits and the whole entire thing. It could be anything, so there you go. Next page. Anyway. Mercury is a planet that's close to the sun, okay? Circles in the fastest, it's just 88 days. Okay? So no June 28th, no nothing. Okay, that makes more sense. Anyway, even though Mercury is the closest to the sun, Venus is hottest planet ever. Okay? Gas in the planet's atmosphere traps the sun's heat, making an average of temperature to sweat averaging 864 degrees. Okay. We can often see Venus easily on a clear night because it's so bright. But wow, yeah. 864 degrees. Yeah, it just had to make difference in whole makes sense anyway. It's just like wow. Wow. I don't know what to do. It's just make more difference between Venus and the whole entire planet diversity, yeah. Next page. Anyway. Now, Earth is our planet, you know. It's very special. As far as we know, it's the only planet in the universe with life. Okay? Earth is a kind of air, food, water, needed to support living things. Earth rotates every 24 hours, what we can call a day. Thank you. During that time period, half of Earth is turned towards the sun. Given that light, the other half is dark. So, while you're asleep, a child on the other side of a planet is awake and is playing the sunshine. At night, sometimes in the daytime, is what we can see the one of the moon that orbits the Earth. So this is all makes sense. So yeah, it's just America / other countries, and nowadays just have 150 plus countries. So it's minus the two because it's going on the planet Earth, like Russia versus Ukraine. So there you go on that. Next page. Anyway, the moon is a hunk of airless, okay? Waterless rocks with craters and mountains, okay? It's piles like pale light, excuse me, okay, which is reflected from the sun, has led the way of humans at night for thousands of years. Wow, okay. The moon is Earth's only natural satellite. A satellite is an object that orbits a larger object, okay? Other planets have satellites as well. They're also made satellites. Weather and communication satellites, space stations, and space telescopes all orbit our planet. like Earth, for example. If you know what's going on next, so it's just making more sense. So it can make more difference than that. So there you go or not. It can be more difference than the whole entire thing. Not just make more difference. Next page. Anyway. Mars is known as the red planet, okay? It's just a lot of iron in the soul, and it becomes like red rocks, okay? Powerful windstorms carry the dust all over the planet, okay? Scientists have sent made space probes to Mars. It can make sense, so there you go. They have discovered that Mars once have water on its surface, which meant that it might also have had life. Perhaps one day humans will be able to land on this nearby planet. Good enough. Now, for Mars, Arbiter Belt, and Ceres on this scene here, it can make more difference than that. Anyway, behind Mars is a vast belt that orbits the sun. This belt is made up of millions of space rocks called asteroids. Common the whole thing you'd be scared enough of the Earth these days. But anyway, a few of them are very big. One asteroid named Ceres, which I talked about during bedtime stories earlier, is so big. It's called a dwarf planet. Yeah, coming with Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. It had to be more different than that. So there you go. It had to be more different in any way. So the dwarf, like, as in dwarves, like, from these whole Teletubbies different. So, from Let's Just Suspect review of top 10 things that catches things more Star Wars 4 to 6. There you go. Now, next 4 planets in our solar system are called gas giants. Okay? Unlike the first 4 planets, which are mostly made of solid rock. The gas giants are mostly made of gases such as hydrogen and helium. Okay? Jupiter is the largest gas giant and the largest planet in the solar system. Okay? More than 1,300 Earths could fit inside it. Okay? Jupiter is famous for its big red eye. That eye, okay, is actually a giant windstorm. Like a hurricane on Earth with winds that blast over 400 miles per hour. Wow. The storm has been raging for more than 200 years. Jupiter has 53 known moons. Okay? May have many as 67. That's Jupiter for you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if Robin Williams is going to be still alive in that Jupiter planet, it can be more different than that, than just Earth. So, there you go. That will be more different than that. So, there you go. Anyways, next page. Anyway. Try to not be ruined anyway. But anyway. All gas giants have rings. The Saturn rings are the brightest and the most famous. Okay. Makes sense in any way. The rings have looks like as they were made of light. But they're actually made of rocks, dust, and ice racing around this planet at high speed. Rocks, dust, and ice are going to make more difference than that. Anyway. Seeing here the picture of Saturn. So, there you go. Anyway, Saturn has more than 60 moons. Wow. Scientists think the rings may be made of material from other moons. That were scattered by asteroids. Okay. The material that is small as a grain of sand or as large as a house. So that makes more difference than the whole moon thing. You know, if Saturn would be more different, then so as the entire Jupiter, especially Earth. So there you go. Next page. Anyway, Alright, the other planet is the solar system. Uranus is tiled almost completely sideways. Okay? Scientists think that there was a large object that may have smashed into and knocked over it. Uranus get a blue color from the methane gas into an atmosphere. Wow, okay. It is almost an exact twin of the next and the last planet in the solar system, Neptune. Now, last planet is Pluto. Lies. Anyway, the beautiful blue planet Neptune that takes 165 years to make it one trip around the sun. And its temperature is more than 350 degrees below zero. Similar to Jupiter, Neptune is more massive storm coring in its atmosphere. We call it the dark spot. The storm is the size of Earth. Yo, 9. Liar. Anyway, Pluto is the one that's considered the 9th planet. Thank you. It's the last planet, but due to the size, it's smaller than Earth's moon. Seriously? Anyway, it has become reclassified as a dwarf planet. Okay, whatever. Another object named Earthus was recently discovered in our solar system, and it was about the same size as Pluto. You know, kind of like Pluto from the dog from Disney franchise. So there you go. It makes more difference than not. We're almost done with this book, so there you go. Anyway, we know about the solar system because we have studied it with telescopes for hundreds of years. We have visited the moon and actually walked in its service. We sent robotic explorers to all the planets. So several rovers have rolled across the surface of Mars. It can make more sense, so there you go. The Cassini space probably orbited Saturn, its rings, and its moons for more than 12 years. The New Horizons spacecraft flew this past Pluto. Again, liar. Fortunately, it makes more sense, so there you go. Does that make more difference? So, Pluto's the 9th planet. Hello? Okay. We also launched deep space probes such as Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. They've also been traveling far into the space for more than 40 years and are still sending information back to Earth. There you go. It's making more difference than the whole Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 difference. It made more sense, so there you go on that. So there you go, it had to make more difference from space difference. And the last page of the book says this. For our little blue planet circle the sun, we are constantly discovering new things about our solar system. Perhaps we have one day live on Moon or Mars, or we would travel this distant solar system in the Milky Way galaxy. Milky Way candy difference. Anyway, where do you like to go? I like to stay in my own home, and that is Earth. Thank you. So that was the most going book about the solar system. What I think about this book, it was amazing. So far, this book was a success. Bits and pieces, unfortunately. Now, after we got done with 2 books to celebrate the 350th episode celebration, we have one more book to read, and that was the book I have read years ago. So, without further ado, let's read Norman Burwell's Clifford's ABCs. Now, I have seen this years ago. Now, I have not read it in years. So let's read it now, shall we? So we got for us. Clifford's ABCs, written by Norman Burwell, the late Norman Burwell, that is. Now, I haven't seen Clifford in years, so there we go. Clifford's ABCs. Here we go. It would make more sense for all that to make a difference. Anyway. Oh, wow. And by the way, folks, this is 1986, published by Scholastic Incorporated, and I met Emily Elizabeth in person. The voice, herself is Great Leslie Griffin. She voiced her from 2000 to 2006 on 2 shows. Clifford's the Big Red Dog and Clifford's Puppy Days. And that's a great shows. Anyway, copyright 1986 or 1983. Okay. All reserved. Scarecrow, elephant, dog, elf, alligator, beaver, and cow. Okay. See what was different than that? Okay then. Anyway. Okay. Okay, there's gonna be Wild Cliffords and ABCs and Z. Okay, make more sense there. Move on. Okay. We've seen this in years, so here we go. A. Accordion, acorn, excuse me. Alligator, anger, ant, anvil, armadillo, axe. Now, it's something more different than that, but let's just see what happens. B. Okay, I'm going to say it anyway. Baby, ball, balloon, basket, bat, beaver, bird, boat, boot, ball, boy, bird fly. Wait a minute. Is Christopher Robin cameo at this boy thing? Okay, from Winnie the Pooh, but, you know. Yeah, he's holding the balloon, but, you know, that's just me. So, there you go. Anyways, next page. Is he holding... It makes sense, so there you go. C. Cactus, cake, candle, cape, cat, cheeks, clown, collar, cook, cow. No, that is Clifford. Okay, makes sense. D. Dandelion, derby, dog, dolphin, dragon, drum, dummy. Okay. Does it make more difference than that? Yeah, okay. So there you go. I had to make more difference than this one, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, this dummy kind of reminds me of... Oh, yeah. Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snurd. So, there you go. Next page. Anyway. Come on. There we go. E. Eagle, earring, eel, egg, elephant, elf. Is that a Santa Claus elf? I don't know. And I can't pronounce his name. Sorry, it starts with an E and I'm sorry. It's E-S-K. You missed me all. Okay, whatever. F. Fairy. From Fairy Odd Parents. Anyway. Fire. Are they showing fire from heavy metal band? Something like that? I don't know. Okay. Fish. Flag. Flea. Fire. Excuse me. Flower. Fly. Fox. Frog. Even Kermit the Frog made a cameo in this? Okay. And funnel. Okay. I'm not gonna see pictures in this anyway. This is make more sense in anyway. So that's just me. There you go. So that's just hugs from Emisco and Emmy Elizabeth. And then these two begin with E. So there you go. Next page. Anyway, G. Garbage can. If you watch that about the speed. But anyway, garden, goes, giraffe, glove, goat, gorilla. Okay. Makes sense. H. Harp, hat, haystack. Helicopter, hippopotamus. Yeah, from what Bert said in Sesame Street before in the Sesame Street. Hippopotamus. Hank like that. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, Holly. Okay, does that make sense to you? I don't know. What does that mean? Is that a flower? Okay, makes sense. Anyway, horn, horse, house, and hummingbird. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. They love spelling that makes a flower sense, but okay. Hollyhock it is, but it makes sense in any way, but you know. To me, that makes sense, so there you go. Next page. Anyway. Come on. Move. Anyway. Okay. I Ice cream cone. Oh, wow. Okay. Love this thing. Anyway. Igloo, iguana, ink, iris, iron. Okay. Very good. And ink is spill over the place. Okay. JJ. Although it's not even Halloween yet. But okay, it makes sense. Jack-o'-lantern, Jax, Jester. Okay. They just do that to make fun of me. Seriously. Jet. Jogger and Juggler. Okay. Okay. Whoever this is just like one we're pointing at right here. It's like whoever drew this, I have no idea. But anyway, next page. Anyway. Okay. There's two different pages, and suddenly thinking it's an alphabet. Okay. Well, as a kid, I read this, and I'm like, wow. I never heard of it. I never seen it in years, but whatever. K, kangaroo, kawaii, kayak, whatever. Kitten, night, knitting, koala. Why this remix for you, buddy? But anyway, LL. Lamb. Seriously? It wasn't the S word, it's like sheep, but whatever. Okay. Lazu, leopard, lily. Okay, so yeah, flower, okay. Lion, lobster, log, lumberjack. Okay. Magician, magnet, okay, whatever. Map, marionette, mask, mittens, monkey, moon, mop, mouse. I'm never gonna point in this book, so some things that start with ABC, so there you go. It can make more sense, so there you go. But this is 1983. And then never released in 1986. Amazon lied to us, so there you go. Anyway, next page. Anyway, Nest, no, net. Okay, whatever. Noodles, no, none. Okay. Whoever made this picture, see here, say none. Okay, kind of reminds me of entire Madeline scenes. But anyway. Nerds, nutcracker. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Oh. What is that? Who made the drawings to say or? Okay, whatever. Okay. Or is a streaming thing. Okay, makes more sense. Anyway. Or octopus, orange, orchid, what pronounce this thing, sorry. Ostrich, overalls, and owl. Again, this all makes sense now. When I get back at the B page, we're going to have the B in the bikini, so. But that's too inappropriate, sorry, but anyway. Next page. Anyway. PP. So funny to laugh, but I'm sorry. Paintbrush, pellet, palm, panda, parachute. This next two words, 3 words, can be adorable. Pear, picture, pig. Okay. Whoever drew this is adorable, and it's much more adorable seeing here. But you know, yeah. I didn't mean to do it too close, but it's so adorable. Anyway. Pineapple, parrot, pony, porcupine. Q. There's not much words begin with Q, fortunately, so there you go. Anyway, quail, cornet, queen, question, quilt. Okay, there you go. And that makes more sense, so there you go on that. So, it made more difference in the whole thing. So, there you go. Next page. Anyway, R. I hate to say it, but this is like the worst thing that is begin with R. And that is gonna be moving on to 5 words, okay? Rabbit. It's much more adorable here. Raccoon, racket, radishes. Is that even a word? Stupid raid, I'm sorry. Rainbow, that's good. Rake, rhinoceros. And poor this rhinoceros. He'll get soaked by some rain. I'm not gonna be able to do it, so yeah. Take him a shower, go on like a bath or something. I don't know. Do something. I don't know. Robot, rocket, roller skate, rope, and rug. Are they playing tennis? They don't begin with T. I mean S, excuse me, R, excuse me, but anyway. It all makes sense, so they're just playing a game of, let's say, oh yeah, they're just playing tennis, but they don't play, again, that did not start with, R, but they begin with T, but anyway, move on. SS, sandwich, oh man, this is delicious, but anyway. Saturn, sausage, saxophone, wow, okay. Scarecrow, combination with a vase of scarecrow, but anyway. Seal, seesaw, sleep. Wake up! Anyway. Snail, soccer ball, wow, okay. Squirrel, star, and stool. You know, it kind of makes sense, so it just needed to do something, so there you go. It had to be more difference than that, so it just had to be more difference between this thing. We're almost done, just we gotta get ready to finish off from T to Z, and how to make more difference than that. We're almost there to an hour mark, so we're gonna make it there. Promise you. Okay. T. Table, teapot, teddy bear, telescope. Okay. One might be difference in there. Television, tent, TP. Okay. In Invitation from the NES, I play, and it suddenly had a TP. Okay, whatever. But, okay, whatever. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I don't know why I keep saying that. Everybody keeps saying that, but whatever. Tiger, tractor, train, turtle. Okay. You. Okay. Unless it's a planet of Mars and things like that, in the past book I read, are they solely have a UFO? Okay, makes sense. Anyway, move on. UFO, ukulele, umbrella, umpire, unicorn, unicycle. Okay. So, urn. First of all, that was not an urn, that was a trophy. Secondly, if you go back to the T page, that was not a trophy. And so many things that begin with T, and that makes sense. So there you go. And trophy does not begin with T. It begins with U. It begins with T. What am I talking about here? Anyway, we're almost done, but we're getting close to our mark in the next minute while I'm taping this one. But anyway, VV, volcano, vacuum cleaner. Yeah, I was gonna say vacuum volcano. But anyway, vacuum cleaner, which is scary. Anyway, Valentine, vampire, vase, violet, violin, vase, and volcano. Anyway, well, that's very creepy for a vampire to show up in Clifford DVD book. But anyway. WW. First of all, a wolf, and then the book, second in the Clifford book, and secondly, Margaret Hamilton in the book. Seriously. I don't know what to do with you guys. Sorry. Norman Burwell, if you're watching Heavy right now, I'm not being too harsh to you, but this is so much to read in this book. So there you go. But anyway. Waffles, wagon, walrus, wave, whale, wheelbarrow, witch, wolf, worm, and wenches. So if you go on this book, see here, yeah, I'm not saying much about this witch. See here, there was a big bad wolf. See here, but you know what? That was Margaret Hamilton for the Wicked Witch of the West. I was clearing it to make more sense to what Wizard of Oz was looking like. So there you go. Next bit. It was, if you go back to, in W begins wizard. So there you go. Anyway, last 2 pages of the book, and we're gonna move on to A to Z. So there you go. We're over an hour, 1 minute to this bedtime story episode, and we're almost done. So there you go. X-ray, and xylophone. They're the only words left, you know. Why? Okay, it doesn't make sense. Zach, okay, and it had to make some more sense. It may be more like a cruise or something like that. I don't know. Zach, okay, yak, okay, whatever. Yak, yarn, yawn, and yo-yo. Okay. Okay, it makes more sense, but you know, that's just me. But yak, it looked more like a cruise to me. Z. Zebra. Are you showing me reference to Led Zeppelin, like a heavy metal band? Seriously? Anyway. Zeppelin, zipper, zoo. Okay. You need to do this again, Clifford, the people who brought you Clifford the Big Red Dog. Sorry. Not the late Norman Burwell, but, you know, that's just me, but that's just me, yeah, but, you know, I hate to do this, but this book is mixed. I loved this book as a kid, but, you know, it really touched me as a kid, but, you know, that's just me. But, you know, I really love the difference of that. So that was Clifford's ABCs. What I think about this book? To me, it was my childhood growing up. I love this book, but to me, I have to see what it looks like as a kid growing up to read this book. And to be honest with you, this book was a pure mess. I never want to throw it away, but to be honest with you, that was an amazing book. Now I want to see this book again, but in the meantime, I'm not going to keep it in the trash. But it's just opinions. It's just one of those moments I have to read again and again and again. It's one of those nostalgia things I have read in my childhood history. So, and people will have to give a lot for adulthood life, my adulthood life, for you guys to make me read this. But for you guys to make me feel like watching bedtime stories for you guys at home, it was a little more amazing for YouTube to maybe watch you guys to do this. So, there you go. That was over the 350th episode celebration of Bedtime Stories. I hope you enjoyed this celebrations. Stay tuned for the next one, which will be Bedtime Stories episode number 351, which is going to be about the late Grumpy Cat book. It's going to be about the little Grumpy Cat that won it. Now, excuse me, I got edit this episode of Bedtime Stories, and be able to go to bed after we get done uploading 2 videos on YouTube. Because after this is over, tomorrow's going to be a big day for me, and there won't be a lunchtime episode tomorrow, but there will be one on Thursday, because, for the say this, the power will be out only tomorrow. Most because I gotta get ready for spend time with my dad only tomorrow. Because after this is over, I have to spend time with my dad, and things are going to be very tough for the power to come out tomorrow. Because after this is over, it'll be back to normal on Wednesday to do Elspeth's Club content. Just let you know about it. So there you go. It can make more sense. So there you go on that. Until next time, so just Bob, so baby, we come over this with Sue. Just it out. See ya.